possible. Nice. Okay. So e-commerce, what exactly is e-commerce? Okay, good. I could write. Cool. E-commerce is running a business in the World Wide Web. That's what e-commerce, the definition of e-commerce means, right? You're running a business via the World Wide Web. So when you think about running a business on the World Wide Web, you have to be able to do a couple of things. One, you have to have, the licenses in place to be able to run a virtual business, right? Two, you need to have an inventory.
Yep.
Right? Now, that inventory, you're either going to purchase it on wholesale, which means you buy it for a lower cost, add a little bit on top of it, and then sell it for retail, which is the higher number, and you keep the net difference, or instead of a wholesale price, or you're the creator of the product, in which case 100% of the profits is yours to begin with, right? So you have licenses, you have an inventory, right? Then you need to have a shipping method, right? When someone logs into your website and they buy the product, there needs to be a system in place for shipping, right? Yeah. Shipping methods that most people, hear about is, the traditional you ship it, right? You ship the product yourself, which means you have a warehouse filled with a bunch of the products and you ship them out, right? You can do what's called drop shipping. Drop shipping is where there's a company on contract that will ship the product for you, so you don't ever have to hold the products yourself, right?
Yeah.
Or the third method is directly from the supplier. So either you ship the product yourself, you have it yourself, you do a drop shipping program where a company sends it out for you, or you have a relationship with the supplier, whoever created the product, and they ship it out.
They ship it out
on your behalf, right? But bottom line is you need a license to run your business, you need an inventory, you need to have a shipping method, right? Then you need to have a customer support center that can handle reviews, that could handle quality control. My product didn't come in on time. My product, when it got here, it was broken. I want a refund. I didn't get the right product. You need to have a customer support department, right? Then you need a market analysis department. A market analysis is a company that researches what products are in high demand. Yeah. You can have an inventory of a product, but if you don't have a product that people need, people are not gonna go and buy it. Right? Yeah, they're not. So you need to have a company, a department, a specialty organization that they do enough market research analysis to know what stuff is in demand, what stuff is not in demand. Okay. And then lastly, and I wouldn't say lastly, because I'm sure there's more moving parts to this, but these just happen to be, the main points, right?
Yes.
You have a marketplace. A marketplace is this. A marketplace is nothing but a place where a lot of people go in order to buy. Right? Like right now, when you're looking for a product, what are some of the places you go? What are some of the first places you go to buy?
The product, I go Amazon #1.
Amazon, where else?
Yeah, Amazon, and I'm going to Google it to see what I'm looking for.
Now, why is Amazon the first thing you think about?
Because I'm assuming they get what I'm looking for.
And why? And it's mainly because you know that marketplace exists.
Yes.
Amazon has a track record, a history. When people think of online buying, they think of Amazon, they think of Walmart, they think of eBay, they think of Shopify, they think of those places because they've already done enough. They've done enough marketing to the community that people know it exists, right?
Yeah.
So if you created a website right now that's tmjinsuranceservices.com, and or whatever. Let's call it anything. Let's call it abcplumbing-supplies.com.
Mhm.
If somebody's looking for plumbing supplies and they want to go online, what are the chances of them knowing about your website versus knowing Amazon?
It would be probably less than 1% chance
They're going to know
to
a lot
find
more
out my
about
website.
Amazon than they will your website, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So a marketplace is kind of like, it's like a mall, right? When you go to a mall, they've got all those little businesses, those little kiosks. When people pay rent to the mall to have their store there,
Yes, because they know that's where people come.
they want the flow of traffic. They
Yes,
want the
sir.
people that come in and out. When you're buying real estate, commercial real estate, when you're signing a lease to commercial real estate, if the office that you're renting has storefront property, meaning it's in a location where there's a lot of people that flow in and out, it typically costs more money because they know that that location brings customers in front of their business versus
Yep.
back office type businesses like warehouses and stuff like that. Those are cheaper because there's not a heavy flow of people.
Yeah, there's not too
Right.
much traffic.
So you could have the best product, you could have the best shipping, you could have the most amazing customer support department, you could have the most amazing market analysis team to make sure that you have the best product that you're selling. But excuse me, but if people don't know your website exists, then it's irrelevant. You're going to go out of business. So what you need is a marketplace to go to. You need that. Now, so what's Ace Financial? Ace Financial is a company that I partnered with, that TKO Financial Network has partnered with, where their entire specialty is creating e-commerce stores. That's all they do. But it's turnkey, meaning they do all of this for you. They do it all. They get you your licenses. They get your LLC established, your business established. They get you approved with a marketplace, which marketplaces like Amazon and Walmart, you can't have zero experience and expect to get approved. Excuse me. And expect to get approved by them right away. They want to see that you have a history. They want to see if you've developed eBay stores before. What are the customer reviews with that? Did you create a Shopify store? What was your cut? They want to know that you went to, you know, your B and C quality type marketplaces and succeeded. Before they bring you into their big dog. But because Ace Financial has just under 1,000 stores that they're managing already within Walmart and Amazon, you get to leverage the credibility that Ace Financial already has. So you as a consumer get to create a Walmart store and an Amazon store without having any history in the e-commerce world. Why? Because Ace Financial is managing the store for you.
Wow, okay.
They create the LLC, they create the licenses. They have a market analysis team that determines that they've done all the research to determine what products to purchase. And the products that they purchase are already found. They already know which wholesalers to go to purchase the product. So they're getting it at a lower cost because of the connections that they already have. They have a drop shipping relationship already. So the products are going to automatically get sent to the client that buys. And they have a customer support center that handles any returns, exchanges, reviews, or anything. So the client that invests into an e-commerce store doesn't have to do any of this. All they have to do is just wait for the income to come in, wait for the proceeds to come, right? So how does Ace Financial charge? Where's the money? Okay, you can set up two types of stores. The more traditional store, and these numbers I'm going to give you are purely TKO numbers. These are not the numbers they charge their consumers. These are the numbers that they charge our referrals because of the relationship that we've created with them. Okay. So you could buy either a $22,000 store or a $12,500 store. Right now, this price is what you pay for them to create your store, do all of this for you.
Okay.
Your business is up and going, right? If you've ever gone to Amazon.com and you look for a product And when you look for that product, you're going to see 15 of those products pop up. And out of the 15 of those products, 10 of them are not, 10 of them are different stores. If you go to
Okay.
Walmart and you look for a product, you're going to see 15 of those products pop up. But not all of those are also directly from Walmart. Some of those are a store, an e-commerce store that's using Walmart's marketplace to advertise the products inside of Walmart, right? Same thing.
Okay.
Okay, so they charge you $22,000 or $12,500 to create your store.
You create
Now-
your store. Okay, go ahead. Is the merchandise gonna be included or without the merchandise?
No, this is not the merchandise. This is get your store set up.
Just get the store set up. Okay.
What you then have to do is you have to attach to your store. Once it's open, you have to connect either a line of credit, a credit card, or a bank account that already has money in it. You have to attach it. Literally using a Visa, debit, account number, stuff, right? Whatever amount of money you have here is what's going to get used every month for inventory.
Okay.
So as the consumer, the first thing you're paying is for the store to get created. Once the store's created, you need to now purchase inventory. So you attach a line of credit. Let's just say you attach a $30,000 credit card or a $30,000 line of credit, or you put $30,000 in a bank account and you use that debit card and you attach it to your store. Right? Now, what they're going to do, they're going to start selling. They're going to start advertising and selling on the marketplace, right? If someone buys $100 worth of products, your debit card, your line of credit, whatever you use is going to get charged $100, right? It's not like this line of credit is going to buy $30,000 worth of products and then sit on it. No, they're going to buy the product as the client buys the product. If the client spent $100 on something and it only costs you 75, they're going to charge 75 from the card to buy the product. And then immediately they're going to drop ship it and send it to the client for the $100 that they spent.
Okay.
Your profit is the difference between what you spent on it and what they sold it for.
Okay.
That profit gets split between you and Ace Financial every month. If you bought a $22,000 store, it's a 60-40 split. You keep 60% of the profits, the consumer. 40% of the profits stays with Ace Financial.
They would.
If you buy a $12,500 store, it's a 50-50 split. So 50-50, right? So what are you splitting? You're splitting the net difference.
Great. So the net gonna be excluding everything that to make the sale, like the shipping, everything?
Yes, because remember, with Amazon stores and with Walmarts and all of those, the moment you spend over a certain dollar amount, there's no shipping charges. And if you spend under that dollar amount, that shipping charge gets charged to the consumer. So you don't have to deal with that.
Okay.
Those relationships are already there.
They're already there. Okay.
Yeah, those relationships are already there. So what you need to understand is, well, what are the track records? What's the track record that Ace Financial has? The track record is that their stores are making about 10 to 20% every single month. So if you put up $30,000 in a line of credit and you buy $30,000 worth of inventory at a 20% return, that means that by the end of the month, your store's made $36,000. What do you do out of the $36,000? You pay down your line of credit. So you put $30,000 back into the credit to free up money again for another month, right? The $6,000 profit is going to get split 60-40 or 50-50, depending on which store you buy.
Okay.
So your net return, let's say you're doing a 60-40 store and you got a $6,000 gross profit at 60%, that means you kept $3,600 that month as profit.
As profit, yes.
That's the power right there. Now imagine you put up 30 grand and you're making 3,600 every month. $3,600 every month times 12 months. Hang on, sorry, my calculations are off. That's $43,200 you're making your first year.
And that is my net profit, right?
Yep. and it's your store, you own it, which means it's equity. If you want to ever sell the store to somebody, you could say, hey, listen, look, this store is making $43,000 every single year. Look at my month after month profit. Look at my profit. How much you want to? Well, I bought it for 22,000. I'll sell it to you for 100,000 now. Because when I bought it, it had zero track record. It was a brand new store. But when I'm selling it to you now, this is already a profitable store. It's making $43,000 every year, right? And guess what? That's only on a $30,000 line of credit. What if you put a $100,000 line of credit? And now you're selling $100,000 worth of inventory every month at a 20% return. That means 100 grand turns into 120,000.
Easy.
Right? That's a $20,000 net profit. If you keep 60% of that, that's $12,000 a month you get to keep.
Yep.
Every month. So these percentages are not annual, they're monthly.
Monthly, annual, yes. So in
Now,
other words, there's only two things I need to worry about at this point. Is my credit line and the down payment.
correct. Now the down payment you got to come up with. You have to, you
That's
have
right,
to.
yeah. I need to come up. Yeah.
The line of credit, either you could do a credit card, you can do an equity line of credit, or maybe you already have the money, you want to put it into a different bank account.
Well,
If you
that I
have
don't-
none of those, Ace Financial has a couple connections for some lenders that are very flexible, that can give you a line of credit. Obviously, that lender is going to charge a certain interest, but it's annualized interest. Obviously, it's a lot lower than what you're earning. And the idea is that you make more than what you're paying, right? But essentially you're right. You need to have the down payment and the line of credit in order to be able to do it.
Oh, good. That's okay. Now, yeah.
Now, let me give you some peace of mind. Here's peace of mind for you.
Mhm.
Ace Financial has a buyback guarantee, which means within the first 12 months, if at any point in time you're not happy with the store, you can tell Ace Financial, hey, listen, I'm not really happy with the store. I'm not happy with, the amount of inventory that it's selling. For whatever reason, you're not happy. They will buy your store back from you for whatever dollar amount it is you invested to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you spend $22,000 on a store and you're 6 months in and you've only made 10,000, they're going to write you a check for the difference. You've made 10 plus 12, that's 22,000. You get back 100% of your money like you never lost anything. That's a buyback guarantee. It gives you, the consumer, the peace of mind of knowing, hey, I'm at least, number one, collateralized because it's a legitimate business.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I have a buyback guarantee where I could opt out of it within the first year and get all my money back if I need to. And it's signed and full legal documentation and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, Willie, I'm going to repeat myself. So with all those things, e-com are going to be taking care of all those. And as far as the inventory, I have nothing to worry about. They taking care of all this. All I got to do, like you said, there's two things to up and go and get those things going. And that actually, just to let you know, the reason actually, I think about you for a minute because I was watching something they do those ads every second, every minute on your phone. Next thing you know, Bob, there's a Walmart pop up and they actually say they try to keep up with Amazon. This is what they're gonna be doing. Then all of a sudden, they offer you all different stuff whatsoever. But again, the fact that the last time we were in the meeting, you mentioned it to us. So I say, you know what, let me go ahead, check you out,
Yeah. Here's how I see it, right?
Yeah.
People every year can choose to do their own taxes,
Mm-hmm.
right? You could download the software, H&R Block software, and do your taxes at home.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can hire a tax professional and let them do the taxes for you. Why does someone go to a tax professional versus doing it themselves? 90% of the times it's because they get a bigger return.
Yes.
They get a bigger write-off or a bigger return working with a professional who knows how to do it versus doing it themselves.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Kind of the same thing. Can you go and try to create your own store? You could, but the reality is getting approved without any experience with an Amazon store or a Walmart store is very slim to none. You're probably gonna have to start with eBay, Shopify, start small and build from there. You probably have to do that. But then in the same token, this is not really a passive income investment any longer. Now it's a business. It's not passive income anymore. It's business because you've got to stock up. And you got to do first you got to do your own market research analysis to find out what products are heavily selling. Then you got to find the wholesalers that are willing to sell you those products at a low cost. So you have an inventory. Then you got to create a relationship with some type of drop shipping company. And if you want to keep the cost down, you got to send it yourself. And who's doing customer support? You are.
This is a no-brainer, honestly.
This is turnkey.
This
is
is
like
just
property
just like-
management. This is like property management for the e-commerce world, right?
you know
Imagine
that's
buying
right.
4 or 5 houses, but you want to be retired. So you hire a property management company. You say, look, these houses, I could get $1,500 a month in rent from each one of them. Okay, $1,500 a month in rent times 5 houses, that's $7,500. The property management company's going to say, look, we'll take care of renting it. We'll take care of the maintenance. We'll take care of evictions. We'll take care of everything. But out of the $7,500 a month that you're collecting, we want $1,500 or $2,000. You keep the difference.
Let's think about it for a second. So I'm sure in order for them to give you, for you to get the credit line, it has to do how much, what is your credit score, right? Maybe.
Yeah, getting the line of credit is going to be totally different than the store.
No, that's fine. No, the store, the store is not, I think
now Ace Financial has relationships with some pretty high-end lenders. And yes, they're going to base their approval, whether it's collateralized or not, how your credit is. I'm sure they do their own, back office things in order to get
you know what? Speaking of collateral, that's probably good because I do own a duplex.
There you go.
Oh, good.
And I'll give you full disclosure. I am not familiar with the relationships that Ace Financial has with the lenders. That I don't know, but I do know that they have lenders. So the part that the consumer has to have is one of these.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, I think right now, give me by, I think, let's look at by December for sure.
Okay.
If I get some good move, because the thing is, honestly, believe me or not, I would rather do the 22.
100%.
I think the 22 is a lot more attractive. But in the meantime, if there's no way out, at least I start with the 12.
You could start with the 12 and then work your way up to a $22,000 store.
That's right. Yeah, that's what's up.
I love the concept of passive income.
No.
Here, in my opinion, is the perfect ideal client. There's 2 types. There's either going to be the 30 to 40-year-old, 30 to 45-year-old that has some money, that's not making a good rate of return wherever they're investing, that wants to create like a monthly pension for themselves. This is perfect. That's first client. The second type of client is the client that's within 5 years to retiring or already is in retirement, has $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 sitting in a 401k or an IRA or $100,000, and they know or they feel like they can't retire and stay retired because they don't have enough money put away. I mean, this is such a small. You get somebody who, let's say, doesn't have good credit, who has $50,000 and they're in their 60s, and they're like, I can never retire. I only got $50,000 put away. Well, put $22,000 to set up a store, then take the remaining amount, which is what, $28,000, right? So $28,000 left over of your money, and use that for your inventory, for your line of credit. And now you get to make $3,600 a month to $4,000 a month in income. And between that and Social Security, you can retire now.
And they're gonna make you an LLC, right?
And it's an LLC, so they get tax write-offs. They're a business owner, right? It's turnkey, so they can actually retire and not have to continue to work. They just gotta, they gotta get their store set up.
Wow, but this is just damn too good to be true about that.
Well, don't get me wrong, right? My job is to present the pros and the cons, right? Con. What if the e-commerce world changes? I mean, That's a reality you have to face. Some months might be 10%, some months might be 20%. You know, the reason it's a great opportunity right now, in my opinion. You know, the times are changing. COVID has changed everything around. The whole idea of going back to the way things were, it's not going to happen. Walmart has been in the marketplace business for about 4 years now, and they could never touch Amazon. Do you know this year, 2021, Walmart's marketplace generated more revenue than Amazon for the first time ever? Why? Because of COVID, social distancing, you know, pandemic, you know, COVID-19, all of that stuff has created a new world of buying things online. And people need to understand, when things like this happen in the world, you either become a part of the consumer, the person that buys, or you become the part of you become part of the investor group, the people that invest because they see the opportunity. Correct. 100%.
Well, you know what? Honestly, there's not too much question to ask at this point. So this one has nothing to do with the one I see they doing with Walmart.
Say it again.
I mean, because I think Walmart doing a similar presentation. I mean, some company, you know, they talk about Walmart versus Amazon, and they tell you that Walmart actually have a lot open door now for the people who want to be, you know, to doing something like this.
Yeah, it is. And don't get me wrong, you're going to see that they're going to open up those doors because they see the opportunity. But I will tell you this, they're going to limit how much inventory you can have. They're going to limit how much inventory you can have the first year.
Okay.
They're going to limit it big time. And the reason why is because, remember, Amazon has a no questions asked return policy. So what they don't want to do is they don't want to have a bunch of people setting up these big stores, putting up huge lines of credit, selling a bunch of products, and then they close their stores down and they leave. And guess what? Then people want to create returns, but Amazon has a buyback guarantee no matter what, no questions asked. So they're, you know, if they're advertising that they're willing to open up people to have their own stores, yes, it's cool, but it's going to have its limits. It's not going to have this type of capacity. I'll tell you right now, first year in business, the most you can have in a line of credit with Ace Financial is 35,000. That's the most that Amazon will allow you to have. After you've been in business for 1 year and you show that you have a good track record with them, you have a good customer service review and everything, they up that number from 35 to 50 and then 75 and then 100,000. So you can't just jump in from the beginning without having a track record with Amazon or Walmart and say, hey, give me $100,000 store. It won't happen that way.
I got you. So actually, since you know, when it comes to the credit line, you actually say, you know, you don't know too much about it at this point. But the thing is, I think the kids wants a credit line is good, but exactly what would be the interest rate? You don't know. Yeah, at this point.
I don't. See, now when we get deeper like that, that's when you're going to have conversations with Ace Financial.
That's right.
That's when you sit with them. My job today is just to give you an overview of how it works.
Yeah, you do.
If you want to dig deeper, if you want to dig deeper, you set up a meeting with them. I'll put you in contact with the owner himself. He'll show you what some of his existing stores are doing today in real time, in today's time. He'll show you what they're doing. You could talk to them about the lines of credits, if anything. I just want to first make sure you understand, to get directly in contact with Ace Financial, I want you to be a qualified person, which means you have at least this much ready to invest. We can then figure out this after.
Perfect. Yeah, definitely. I would say by December, if I don't shoot for the 22, I shoot for the 1250. Easy. Okay. Yeah. All right, my friend. Perfect. Glad you were on. Did I help answer all your questions? Man, you did the one. Yeah, that's what you do. By the way, look like this is a going thing. So how do you guys work based on the welfare? Or let's say, for instance, if I have a couple of people like to join in, how does it work? You get paid a referral commission. Okay. Yeah, you get paid a referral commission, and what it is, it pays out similar to an annuity, just so you understand. So you as the agent, if you have someone that, you know, could benefit from some of these services, you could refer them to meet with, you know, I would first have them meet with me so I can explain what I just explained now. Yeah. And then have them meet directly with Ace Financial. And this fee right here, this fee to get the store created, Ace Financial will actually provide you a percentage commission
to you for referring the client over. And that
Okay.
commission could be, you know, it could be anywhere from, yeah, I don't know, $800 to $1,500. Just kind of, it depends on the store that gets set up, the size of the store, so on and so forth. But you do get a commission for referring it over to Ace Financial and an actual store getting successfully created.
Perfect. Good deal. So
Now,
one more thing. So
here's the other advantage, right? You got to know this.
yeah,
If someone goes to Ace Financial right now and they're not going through TKO, the store doesn't cost 22, it costs 25. The store doesn't cost 12.5, it costs 15.
wow.
So they're getting, by going directly through TKO,
Mhm.
by going to Ace Financial through TKO, they're getting a $3,000, credit on a $22,000 store and a $2,500 credit on a 12.5 store.
Perfect. How long they been around Ace Financial?
Yeah, they've been around for a little over a decade in the e-commerce space.
E-commerce, yes.
Because if you think about it, it's the last 10 years where e-commerce has really kind of taken off.
All right, good deal. All right, my man. We're looking at someone at least by mid-December or whatever. If anything, early next year, but we're looking, yeah, for sure.
All right, brother. You keep me posted,
Yeah.
okay?
And I'm gonna put a few policy right away.
My man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate also. Okay, I have something else to say has nothing to do with what we're doing now. I don't know if you want to stop the recording, whatever.